Hi friend, my name is Satyen, and I'm going to give you an example of time management when you throw out the concept of time and having to manage it. Because the lesson of this particular practice I'm going to show you is what really moves you, and are you a master of your time or does time master you? So in this moment, guess who just came over? My good friend Larry from Seattle. How you doing, Larry?
Just great, great.
Well, the most important thing in my life is contact with my dearest, closest friends, my family, as well as my relationship to all of this, to nature, to spirit. And from that relationship to nature, spirit, my relationship with my friends, my family, what starts to bubble up within is a sense of higher meaning, that my life is here for something bigger than me having to cram to-dos into a list of things in the day. How do I know what to really put my attention on? Well, before anything, know what your priorities are profoundly, profoundly. And what I mean by that is if you knew that you were going to be dying in the next month or so, truly, I'm not talking metaphorically or in a feel-good movie way, or I'm talking about in a real, conscious way, that if you knew your time was limited, rather than what type of experiences can you fill your day with that perhaps you didn't have so far or didn't make time for, more importantly, I'm going to ask you is how would you contribute so that every last bit of your life was chewed up, ate up, sucked up, dried up, so that when you died, those last 30 days made up for any wrongdoing, any unconscious karma, any crap that you've accumulated in guilt in your mind through philosophy, background, religion, whatever, upbringing, that these next 30 days you live your life totally connected to connection, which is what it is for me. Now for you, it may be something else. I don't know what it is for you. But you have to really go in. Because time management that comes from duties and comes from lists always ends up trapping you once again. Because you are that essence that is beyond any type of time, beyond any type of trip. In fact, you're the master of it. And so let's go hang out downstairs, Larry. Okay, let's go down. So here's my other buddy here. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Doug McKegney.
Doug's here because he's helping me figure out how to serve more people, which is another one of my deepest priorities in my life. So Doug is here because he's one of my coaches as well as one of my colleagues and friends at Warrior Sage, and we're here to discuss how can we serve our clientele in a more profound, deeper, efficient way so that the essence of what we have to give is given with even more heart, even more love, with our fullness, not just half-assed, not half-baked, but something that would make us look at ourselves 30 days from now when we die to say to ourselves, wow, we gave everything we've got. So that's why he's here, and I mix my work and pleasure and play in my time management because there is no difference to me. Because my life is moved by how can I serve in the last 30 days I have. What starts to happen is miracles. Look, I'll show you. Come along. Here's my two new birds. Or actually, this is our newest addition to the Warrior Sage family, the green, blue, yellow bird. And her name is Jamaica. And the blue bird is Calmer. And Calmer's got a new partner here in Buddy as of just 2 days old. And I'm so glad they got along. Now, how did they come? Well, I have one of the most busiest schedules imaginable, okay? Meaning it's full. There's so many things happening. Why do we have this bird? Because you know what? My son lost his closest bird. That really moved him. The bird, Dolce, was so close to him. Now, I may laugh, you know, a little bird, what's the big deal with a little bird? It died, we'll get another one. Which was my first impressions, although I love Dolce too. I wasn't as connected. But you know what? I saw it in my kid's soul. I saw it in my daughter's soul. I saw it in my wife's soul. I saw, you know what? They didn't want to feel the hurt of Calmer being alone. And I let that touch me. I let the nakedness and the subtlety and the tenderness of my family's heart touch me. And I said, you know what? We're going to wipe the whole day out. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to go, we're going to get look for a new bird. We're going to connect. We're going to find one. And you know what? In 30 days from now, I can rest. Sure, did I leave a lot of things behind that I could have done? You know what? There's always things to do. Always. Time mastery for a warrior sage is utilizing the force of your deepest convictions, your deepest love, and making sure that that is the thing that comes first, regardless of any circumstance. And when you're able to have that definitive decision, that type of yes to my highest priority, my highest love, in this case my family, making sure my son has another feeling of a sense that the bird that was with a mate for so long is now alone and could die after that or whatever. I'm fulfilled. Fulfillment comes from completing what is profoundly most important and knowing that the tasks will continuously be there because there is no completion in life. Look, I'll show you. Come along. You see, part of the illusions we have in mastering time or trying to realize how do we get so much done in a day, one of the illusions is that there is no such thing as completion, ever. Here's our mystery school, Ixtlan Mystery School. And if you see here, this for us is a temple. What's the most important thing about the Ixtlan Mystery School in relationship to time? We create and make the time to celebrate as a community, as friends, as family, but not just lightweight celebration. Celebration that includes depth of being, heart connection, connection with nature, connection with self, connection with loved ones, in a simple and profound way. And so, is that one of your priorities? If it is really and you're not living it, then you bring it up higher. And then guess what? Things start to rearrange themselves, and I'll show you here. There's no completion of anything. You start fixing that, something else is going to be spinning. It's like in a circus. When you see the circus players, like look at food. All of us have to take care of everyday plates and ketchup and eggs and compost and making salad dressing and different salads. Well, how do we master time in relationship to food preparation? Very simple. You create the food that brings you the most amount of life force. And life force is what is the real commodity, not time. And by awakening our life force with things that lift you up, which allows you to live more life in the time that you have, then time is the same for everyone. We all have 24 hours, every single person. And again, the big lesson here is that the life force is here to contribute to our lives. And when you do that, time becomes impeccable. But I wanted to show you how nothing ever finishes. Take a look. Welcome to our little office here, as well as, come with me, quick. Hey everyone, say hi. This is some of the crew at Warrior Sage, some of the...
Hello!
How do we master time here? How do we handle time? Is anyone on a time log here? Well, how do we do it?
One breath at a time.
One breath at a time. What else?
Stay till it gets done.
What's our intention? How do we master time?
Love.
With love. Come on up, Carla. Come. Meet Carla. This is one of our incredible goddesses, the Warrior Sage. One of my deepest friends and companions and allies. That's the essence. In an office, whether it's your own or elsewhere, everything will continue over and over and over again. There is no completion to anything. When you realize that with the chuckle, there's no finishing of anything. Once you start one thing, you get a plate rolling, there's another plate that's starting to wobble and fall off. You got to run over there and spin that plate and get that going. Guess what? When nothing can ever be complete, you put your deepest heart into that which serves your life force and the life force of all beings. What happens is time becomes impeccable. Magic happens. And you just watch by prioritizing this first, what starts to happen with all the things that you no longer need in your life. Go ahead and take that on and then see how your time management comes out, okay? Thank you. I love you. Blessings. And may you have all the freedom to give to all beings and have a great time while you're at it. Okay, see you.